All right, guys, this will be a very short and sweet live stream. I have an item here that just arrived from Ukraine. Now, I did say in my last live stream I have something truly special, like a Holy Grail item that's coming from the Ukraine. It's actually not this one. I actually forgot I ordered this, but I'm actually really glad this came in. It is pretty. I'll just warn you, it's actually sexual based. Now, this is a bubblegum item from Eastern Europe. We'll take a look at it right now. You might want to hide your eyes when you see it. Okay. Need to set this down here. Okay. Yeah, Ukraine, by the way, has a collecting culture, a bubblegum collecting culture. Mainly it surrounds a lot of novelty bubblegum issues they had throughout the 80s and 90s. They just had a habit, that's not the right word, but they just had a genre, there you go, a genre of bubblegum and chewing gum where they would insert stickers and other, incentives to buy the bubblegum. And so there's a lot of collectors from that area. All right. Now this one is X-rated. Hopefully I won't get canceled. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure why this was shipped in a box. It's literally the size of a Pog, basically. But yeah, this came in a piece of bubble gum. You can see it right there. It's really small. Size of like a $50, I guess. Now we're going to look let's look at the back first. All right, this is a bubble gum from Ukraine. I'll get you a good picture of it. It's called Licka Girls, okay? And so the product name is called Licka Girls Bubble Gum with Caps. And it's showing you the instructions. So when you opened this bubble gum, now I've never actually seen this sealed bubble gum, but I've seen other sealed bubble gums from Ukraine and that area is what I was talking about before. And so they're really, really small. These are like really super cheap pieces of bubble gum as well. But basically this came with a disc size piece of bubble gum that's the same size as this piece of cardboard. And it's showing you to open up the package and you are to lick it. Again, we're looking at Licka Girls bubblegum from Ukraine. Let me get you close in here. This is one of the most wacky instructions I've ever seen. Anyway, let me show you what you're supposed to be licking. Okay, ready? My apologies to anybody. I could edit it. I really don't want to. One thing, I'm not trying to be like weird, but there's some writing on the edge here. I do want to read this. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll cover. Let me cover this. Okay, it says 1995 Penthouse International Limited, LTD, all rights reserved. Okay, so this is a Penthouse centerfold, probably. Kind of looks like Stormy Daniels or somebody. It's not. But anyway, sorry, we're not gonna look at that too long. This is just a crazy thing. This is actually just right up my alley, though. I love any sort of taboo candy items, and this is one of the worst ones I've ever seen. And just the thought of some teenager probably did lick this. I mean, it's pretty grimy, by the way. There's no telling where this little thing has been. Apparently, there's 32 variants in the entire Licka Girls bubblegum collection. I have no plans on buying any more. It's just nice to have an example. I mean, I kind of would like to see. I mean, I definitely would like to see the wrapper. You know, and it would be cool to have a sealed one, because it's, you know, it's pretty crazy that they want you. They're literally showing the kids to lick this, because it would have the bubblegum powder on it. You know, if you ever opened anything with bubblegum, it has a scent to it. You know, think about all the baseball cards you opened when you were a kid. You know, there is an impulsion there to want to just, you know, especially with a child, to just lick something, and they're kind of playing on that idea, but instead they want you to lick on this centerfold model. So anyway, we're not going to look at this too closely. I'm going to show you my other X-rated bubble gums. I wasn't planning on doing this, but if you have a second, let me go grab my binder. Unless that's the binder. Let me go grab my binder. You're in for a treat. I didn't plan on doing this. I'm going to show you all my X-rated bubblegum novelties, and they all are from Europe, because that was something, like I said earlier, it's something that's a genre they have over there. My phone keeps wanting to fall down, so I'm going to have to prop it real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me grab the binder. Was that the binder I needed? You know what? I had the right binder out. It's the one. I have so many of these fucking binders. None of them are labeled. I need to work on that. All right, so this is, well, it's not labeled. I'm not sure why I'm showing you this. This is basically my foreign wrappers collection. But we're gonna go back here. We'll look at this other shit in other videos. I want to show you the X-rated stuff. So anyway, like, these are just all like the different variant wrappers, bubblegum wrappers. They're really cool. Got some X-Files ones. Now these are all from like Spain, or, you know, just different countries over there. They're really, really cool. Look at the Freddy one, misspelled Freddy. You know, Thundercats. I'm obsessed with them. Now, here in the States, we had, you know, the bazooka ones. You might remember those. But over in Europe, they did all these novelty ones. And so I'm pretty obsessed with them. Have been for decades. This one's extremely rare. I've only ever seen one other example. This is Zelda Link to the Past bubblegum. Look at the vampire wrapper from Romania. Anyway, we can look at these another day. Let me get back to the X-rated ones. I keep them in the back naturally. There's some fucking where. They're really cool. Just hang out a second. Yeah, you're going to get a really big kick out of this. Yeah, okay, here they are. Okay, I want to start in the front. Yeah, these are absolutely insane. Just the thought, I'll fix the glare in a second. Just the thought that kids were around these. So these are bubblegum wrappers from Ukraine and places like that. Here's Summer Bottoms bubblegum. Here's the erotic Snow White bubblegum. Here's Puzzle Girls. I have a couple of different variants of them. That is what you think it is, by the way. What I think you probably think it is. One of my favorites is the Kama Sutra bubblegum. Bikini Baby bubblegum. Now, so these would come with inserts that would have, you know, naked women on them. One of the most shocking ones is coming up, by the way. This is Exotic Guinness. Not sure what that translates to or whatever that means. Latin Lovers bubblegum. Viagra bubblegum. Girls Against AIDS. That's a penis. That's a condom mascot. That's a condom with a funny face on it. All right, I got more. Hang with me. Sharon Stone bubblegum. Chickle Top Models bubblegum. You can tell they don't have tops on. Beach Girls. Yeah, we had to have a Playboy bubblegum. Now in the States, they made a Playboy chocolate bar. I don't actually have that wrapper. Beach Teats, and that's a penis, another penis mascot, and that's a nipple. Madonna, I just threw that in. I mean, she's nasty, you know. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it kind of works over in this section. Top models. Now, if you were to see the insert stickers, you would see they're X-rated. But some of these aren't X-rated wrappers, but some are. Bikini Baby. So inside this, I've seen this whole set, and it's all women in bikinis, if that makes sense. Sport Ladies. These are like the sexy women in various sports at that time. This is like from the 90s. Lovely Girls bubblegum. Okay. Down here we have Auto Ladies, women laid out on hoods of trucks and stuff like that, cars. It has a super silly mascot here. Beach Bottoms. I can just imagine, some sand stuck to blondes, or blondies, excuse me. Yeah, really beautiful mascot here. Schoolgirls bubblegum. I'm pretty sure that's Pamela Anderson. Emmanuel, who is a porn star in, I believe it's Spain, and this is her bubblegum. Here's another variant of Beach Teats without the condom mascot. This one, I can't read it, but again, you can tell it's about women. Okay, the next one is truly shocking. Take a look at this one. Women of Color. Yeah, this is something that would never get made today. This is from the early 90s, Women of Color. So it was all nude black women. I've seen the set of these, the stickers. A lot of people collect the stickers because they're cool too, but I don't. I just like the really cool wrappers. But yeah, it's all black women naked. Sex Films bubblegum, crazy, man. Just crazy. They made this. Buzzy, who is a porn star over in Europe, or was. I mean, she's probably in her 60s at this point. I mean, which is fine, but these are old. Wait, there's more. We're almost done. This one, even though it's not explicitly pornographic, I mean, just women's lips. Here's one, new busty girls. Now see where it says with caps. Some of these came with caps, like this one, the one that just came in today, Licka Girls, that we were just discussing, the one that you're supposed to lick with your tongue. But some came with stickers. Here's the Penthouse bubblegum wrappers. Came with the different colors. Here's some I can't read, but they appear to be, women-based releases. Exotic Tattoos. These I have seen as well. This is a Ukrainian one. It comes with, like the tattoos you lick and you stick on your arm, but they were like naked women tattoos. Here's another bimbo. I'm just kidding. I don't know who this person is. Some Russian model who had a bubblegum line. Busty Girls and Surprise. Pretty sure I know what the surprise is, but anyway, that's another one. There's a Penthouse variant. They came in different colors. And then here's just a few on this page, a little overflow. Let me get in there for you. Oh, it's called Love Story. This is probably, PG-13. And here's another model from Europe, I reckon. I can't read any of this. So anyway, I just thought you enjoyed that. So we'll be adding this to the collection, Licka Girls. Sorry if I offended anybody. I think this stuff is hilarious, So yeah. All right, guys. So I'll see you in the next one. I do again have something way better than this coming from Ukraine. I actually forgot about this thing. This stuff takes weeks and weeks and weeks to get here from Ukraine and from Europe, and so sometimes I just forget what I ordered, and that's what happened in this case. Oh, cool. Hey, Vintage Lord Canada, you have the A-Team bubblegum from South America. Yeah, I think I do too. You said A-Team. Bro, I'll show you, I don't know if you're still on here. Yeah, he might have bounced. I'll just show you real quick. So here's Brigada A, which is an A-Team wine. I've got this A-Team, which might be the one you're talking about. This is the Spanish Duncan. Now, I also have some other A-Team that's in this that'll blow your mind. I know it will. It blows my mind. I have the chocolate bars from Scotland. From UK. It's not Scotland. It's UK. The Barrett A-Team chocolate bars. Then I have the classic bubblegum A-Team pouches. Sort of like Big League Chew, but it's got the characters on them. And then I have the stickers that came in these. Or some of them. I don't have them all, I don't think. Yeah, I like A-Team as well. Cool, man. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm ever doing a live stream and you, want me to show you something or, you got anything from, I don't know, ET or something, just shout it out and I can just pull what I need to pull. Very cool, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, go out there and find you some Licka Girls. Crazy. All right, guys, have a good weekend. Russ Van out.